Well, we wanted to do a historical top 50 of chess players of sort of all time, and to do that, we are using the statistics by Jeff Sonax, who has created a site called Chess Metrics. We've gotten some help from Frank Hofmeister, who is a well-renowned chess historian, but then we have still kind of added our own touch. And it's always going to be subjective, and there's no correct answer.
I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you agree with every single ranking, because usually when you publish lists, what could go wrong? Who would disagree with anything? But yeah, it's been fun, and I hope you like it.
everyone. Yeah, I'm Wesley. So today I'm playing the finals against Magnus Carlsen. Well, Magnus is clearly the big favorite, but you can't help running into him sooner or later in the chess world these days. So yeah, we shall give our best. Try to fight like lions. Come on, Magnus, go G4. F3, King F2. So what? C3 now, right? He doesn't play C3. F3 and King F2. Yeah, he's got the balls right there to play F3 and King F2. And if he wins this game, I should retire from chess. If he wins with F3 and King F2, I should definitely retire from playing blitz games or chess in general. Yeah. Okay. If you're getting a decent position already. Let's say ED4, Knight F5, Knight E2, Bishop D6. Oh, Magnus, I hope you play like that also in the third game. But no, maybe I should I play F3 next game? I shouldn't. Takes. Yeah, he's probably equalizing already after Knight E2 and Bishop D6, G3. Castles, and then Rook E8. Maybe black is a bit better. Wait, so Knight E2, B5, Bishop B3, Knight FD4. No, B5, B3, Knight CD4, Knight D4, Queen H4, G3, Queen D4, takes, Bishop D5. Do I go for that stupid? Probably not advisable. B5, Bishop B3, Knight CD4, takes, Queen H4, G3, Queen D4, Queen D4, Knight D4, Bishop D5, Knight C2, Bishop A8, Bishop C5, King G. My knight's a bit trapped there. That line is really attractive. I would have played that B5 and Knight CD4, but I don't really have the time to calculate all the details. But I should just play fast. I mean, Magnus is the large favorite in this match, obviously. I think the only one who can really compete against him in Blitz is Hikaru Nakamura. Also online. I mean, Hikaru Nakamura plays Blitz, online Blitz every single day, almost. So he's got a lot of experience. So I think he would have given Magnus a better fight, but okay, I'm the one who qualified. So, but I shall certainly give my best. Try to fight like it's my last day. Okay, Queen H4, G3, Rook E2, Queen E2. It's not entirely clear. Queen H4, G3, Rook E2, Queen E2, Knight G3, Knight H3, Queen H1. Should I go for it? I'll go for it. I get good compensation. G3, Rook takes E2. If he takes with the king, wait, Rook E2, King takes E2. Knight takes Rook E8. Queen H3, Bishop F4. Rook E2, King E2, Knight G3, Knight G3. Might be messing this up a little bit. Yeah, I totally missed King takes E2. But yeah, I think Magnus Cloud or whatever you call this opening has done pretty well. Rook takes E2. Queen takes e2, bishop f4, gf4, rook e8, queen d2, queen h4, knight g3, knight e3, rook ae1. It's not entirely clear. Yeah, I think playing f3 and king f2 is a pretty fun way to start the match. No disrespect at all, but it's a very fun game to play. I don't think I will have enough courage to play like that against Magnus. Threatening knight f4, f5. And also our match today is all going to be mostly about the clock. With 3+2, time goes by really fast. Funny, we kind of got into a similar position as the Berlin defense. Okay. Yeah, so disappointing. H6, H4. My queen could get trapped. H4. I think I'm misplaying this badly. Definitely should have tried to take a better advantage of his opening choice. But who knows, maybe he'll choose it again. Wait, that hangs a pawn, yeah? Queen b3, rook b1, queen c4. Then I'm gonna have to take with my d pawn, and my pawns are doubled, but it's still a pawn. Can play knight e5, queen b2 check. Okay. Queen takes c4, d takes c4. e5, queen d2, threatening knight e5. Obviously also rook b4 with a threat. So a5, rook b6, I have f6, g4, yeah. f6, I have knight c4, and queen c2, I have b6, g4, yeah, knight d6. My knights are defending each other very well. But yeah, he's got some initiative in the king side. D7, rook e7, rook e8, then I have knight f7. Unfortunately, his queen will take some time to get back to the game. He's got queen f5, knight d6. Okay, I'm still a pawn up. Knight d3. It's not so easy, of course. We play h6, rook e6, knight e5, queen e7, queen f5. Queen f5, do I have anything there? Queen f5. It's so hard to play when you got very little time. f6, queen d3. Oh, just missed that. Shoot. King h7, knight g6, rook f3. Yeah, I guess I have to go for this. Then it's a bad endgame, yeah? Yeah, how could I misplay that so badly? Rook e7, king f6, rook c7. Now white is doing very, very well. Shoot. Just messed that all up. Yeah, he's got some. Check. Got some h6 going. Yeah, now white should be. I should just stop laughing at Magnus' opening choice and just try to play better chess. He can probably play c4 here. Oh, he doesn't go c4. He wants knight f4. Okay, king c6, f4, knight e4, g5. I have some drawing chances. Maybe. I push this pawn. Get the pawn. Do we have drawing chances? g6, knight e4. We got knight f4, knight h5. Knight g5. Yeah, I mean, it's very difficult to defend even if he only has one pawn left. Can I even win this pawn? Knight d7, knight g8. Oh, shoot, he's got knight g4. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, I closed the 1 second. Don't even know what to say. Okay, let's go for the second game. 1 second, this won't load. Wait. Yeah, to play after king f2 shows big amount of confidence playing a blitz game, especially in the very first round. I mean, he plays the bonk cloud too from time to time, but he only usually does it when the match is pretty much over. Yeah. So David, I can't seem to get the link working. But yeah, what did I do wrong there? I guess I got too comfortable. Thought I was way ahead on the clock, but really wasn't. And then I missed queen c8. Sure. Yeah, after I missed queen c8, that game was already very difficult to solve. But I guess that's a bit embarrassing to lose against f3. But hopefully he'll play it again next game. We'll have some fun. So he has to play c6 or bishop e6. Guess I'm threatening knight takes f7. So yeah. Black has a playable position if slightly worse. Normally the bishop on e6 is not well placed. It blocks the the pawn on e7. And it allows the possibility of me sacrificing the exchange later. With rook takes e6. On knight f3, he's got knight e3. Oh, so that was his plan all along. And let's play like this. Rook e1, knight e5, rook e5, bg7. I'm really tempted to sacrifice the exchange. With rook takes e6. But it's probably not enough. Because after knight e5, rook e5, bg7, rook e6, fe6, queen e2, he can play queen d6. And he doesn't have to castle short. He can castle long. His king is very safe. Well, so after bg7, I probably should just head back to e1. Then we get this position where it's nothing special. Yeah, so I totally didn't manage to guess Magnus' opening choices today. I thought he would go for the main lines pretty much with the Queen's Gambit with white, and with black I thought he would go for some Sicilian or some Ruy Lopez. But no one could have predicted he would play f3 and king f2. That was a total shame losing against that opening. But I've done it before. Did he get disconnected? Or did I get disconnected? Fresh page. Don't know if Magnus got disconnected. Oh, maybe he didn't. But maybe he was calculating knight c3 there instead of castling. Knight c3 to try to win the bishop pair. Would be an interesting choice because the bishop pair is an advantage in chess. It's having the bishop pair generally is a slight advantage these days. It's very tempting to just take on e6 one day and just sacrifice the exchange. But my queen side is still undeveloped. If my knight were on f3, then you don't have to think twice to take on e6. But my knight is on b1. Bishop b6, queen d1, rook d1, knight c2. Queen d8, rook d8, queen e2, bishop b3, bishop. Bishop e6, queen d1, rook d1, knight c2. Oh man, I shouldn't be thinking this long. I should just play. But some of his moves are shocking. Shockingly good. C3. He's got some knight d3 later. So what do I play? Bishop e6, queen d1, rook d1, knight c2, bishop a2, knight a1, knight a3. No, I wouldn't be able to trap that knight. Jeez, I'm thinking too long. So confusing what to do here. You know, I should just make a move. So I'll just make a move. I'm spending too much time. This is not like my other match where I was generally but very good time management. Take, knight d4. Knight d4. Yeah, he's playing so well, as expected. Shoot. Okay, I should just play fast, right? If I lose, then I just deal with it. One, x5, rook d4, rook c2, knight c5. Yeah, sorry I'm not talking as much. Just the positions are very difficult. And I badly need not to lose this game. Oh, you got rook a4, yeah? That was his strategy. Yeah, I guess he can move the bishop and play rook a4. Okay, rook b5. He's got some pressure on the second rank, maybe. Okay, I can trade the queen side pawns off, and then we get 4 versus 3 endgame, which is gonna try to squeeze the win out of it. Don't know if he can win this though. Let's see, do I play king f1 or king g? Let's play king g2. e3, fe3, okay, 3. Guess he's gonna put the rook on d3 and then play e3. Yeah, that's his plan, isn't it? Rook d3 and shoot. He's got some e3 move. Too weak, too slow. E2. K2. Aha, f3. It's a nice move. F3 he had king g4. Oh, he still got rook g2. Shoot. What do? I look for freaking counterplay. Should be a draw, right? Rook h3. Shoot. Rook h3, check. King f6, check. Man, so hard to play. So little time. Such good moves by black. Makes it very hard to defend. I mean, he's got rook h5. Shoot. Rook c2. King h6. My king's cut off. GG. Okay, how does he win this though? Okay, 8. Shoot. G3. He even had this freak. Yeah. Well done by Magnus. Well, it's up 2-0 now, right? So he should just play f3. Yeah. Yeah, that was an objectively drawn endgame, but with a few seconds left on the clock, it's very difficult to defend. And I've lost countless of games in drawn positions with very little amount of time on the clock. So yeah, stuff happens. I should just try to play fast. My only chance. That night before, I think I took like 2 minutes of think there after night before. The position was really confusing. I was a pawn up, but his knight was very active. So taking 2 minutes for one move is never a good sign in blitz. But we'll see. Yeah, forget about the past. Move on to this one. But generally, a disastrous start for me. Okay. Yeah, now this position is still theory. I believe I played this against Mamidirov 2 years ago in a Grandchester Blitz tournament. Black should be absolutely fine. Here. So I doubt that Magnus would repeat this line ever again. Because Black has no problems. Okay, forget about that F3 game. Just move on to this one. Queen B3. It's the way to get rid of the pin. Queen B3, knight A6, I think, or knight D7, followed by knight C5. Just so hard to forget the game when someone plays F3, King F2, and just crushes you. That's just so humiliating. Yeah, but to be fair and objectively, I shouldn't have lost that game. Stuff happens. Can't play F3 because of Bishop C5, so he's going to have to find a different way to protect the E4 pawn. So, don't know. Maybe he'll play knight B5, and then I play Bishop D7. But the time situation seems like a clickbait in a way, because right now I'm ahead by 2.5 minutes on the clock. But then Magnus just wins anyway. So it's like the clock situation, the opening doesn't really matter even. Because he will play a very confusing move. And then I would spend 2 minutes in one move. And then suddenly he just win the game. So I think the time situation just makes me feel comfortable, but in fact I'm still in huge trouble. Yeah, he's going to play Bishop B4. Rook A8, Bishop B4, Bishop A4. That should be fine for me. Unless I'm wrong. But Bishop B4, Bishop A4, and I get the D file. And objectively, Black should never lose such a position. Wait, I have check and Bishop D3, right? Yeah. Finally, my one move tricks are working. My one move tricks. That's probably like one of the only things I'm good at Blitz, finding this one move tricks. Should keep the bishop there, right? Because if it takes on c6, then the position, the pawn structure would be changed a little bit. It's not a good sign to. Okay, objectively, I should win this game, but I highly doubt that I am going to. Well, I am ahead on the clock, so I shouldn't doubt myself. Rook C1 looks like winning now, right? Or BB4. Looks winning, but the question is, can I win it? Looks winning. Rook C1, Knight C1, take, put C3. He probably makes some sort of a fortress if I traded all the rooks. But he's got Knight C5. Yeah, it looks winning. Not sure if I'm gonna win it, but it looks winning. So he has fortress, yeah? He's making a fortress out of a position where he's 2 pawns down. It's incredible. Yeah, I don't doubt for a second that Magnus is a genius in chess. Making a fortress. He's making a fortress. What the? Stupid, annoying knight. Highly annoying knight. Yeah, jumping all over the place. Jumping all over the place this knight. Makes it so hard to think. See, he's jumping all around the place. I've got 95. Yeah, he's gonna drop my king. Oh, freak, I missed that knight of 8. Okay, e5, fe5, g5, e6, h4, blah, blah, e7. I'll take the gamble. Probably gonna end up losing this game. g4, freak. This guy finds all the best moves. How could he find? I should have played g4 first, right? No, but then e7. How does he find all the best moves? Freak. Now my bishop is subflanked. Jeez. Ah. Horrible. Well, I don't know if I'd say I play horribly or brilliant defense by Magnus. Well, I'm not gonna play f3 against you. So I'll just play my usual stuff. e4. I don't know, maybe he'll change openings every game. Or I don't know if he'll repeat knight f6. Okay, so he switches openings after every game. Yeah, I played d4 too many games already. So maybe or maybe not, he's prepared something against d4 on move 5. So I'll play the slow Italian instead. Yeah. Now I can play a5 or bishop a7 or just rook e8. Bishop e6. Oh, bishop a7. Let's play like our good friend Anish Giri. Yeah? It's not a bad idea to copy Anish in the opening. Generally, white plays queen c2 instead of bishop e6, and then after bishop c4, knight c4. But let's see what Anish has in store. He played bishop b2 against me last year, and I think he's played it in one other game, if I remember correctly. Okay. Hopefully I can win a few games. But being down on the match, losing the first 2 games is never a good sign. Especially in a short match of 10 games. A5, B5, yeah. Then I could, one good thing about playing a quick A4 is I can always bring my rook to the king side, the A1 rook with rook A3 and stuff to bring him over to the king side very quickly if necessary. Yeah, like now, maybe I'll play rook A3, then you go bishop C5 or something. Yeah, bishop C5 poses bishop on B4 maybe. Yeah, so one good thing about the match is I'm always ahead on the clock, you know, like a minute in the opening, a minute and a half. But then in the end, he's just so much better when in the end game or in critical positions. Bishop C5. Then I'll probably play rook F3 or rook G3. White is definitely better here, objectively. Yeah, because white has more space, pawn on B5, active rooks, rook on the third rank. But in the blitz game, objectivity doesn't matter that much. A lot of things can happen in the span of a few seconds. Yeah, black has no counterplay. Yeah, so he lost a tempo there. He could have taken on d4 instead of playing rook e8. Not that it matters much. Okay, so rook e3, and then I play g3, f4. Yeah? That makes sense. I'm going to play g3 next move, and then f4. Try to kick away his knights, maybe. That plan is double-edged, but I don't really see any other attractive plans for me. Yeah, he can play rook e8. Then what do I play? h4 or queen g4? Queen g4. I don't even know what I'm doing exactly. He can play knight c5 and queen c8 to try to trade queens. Yeah, he'll probably go for that. So h4, he has queen c8. Knight f3. Okay, knight f3. Oh wait, okay, I hang the pawn on a4, but don't know if that's too important. Maybe he can take the pawn on a4. Knight a4, I have knight h4. Yeah, so the pawn wasn't too important. f5, knight e5, yeah? Then he defends everything. Bishop c5, queen g4, hg4, dc. That looks very good for me. Don't know. Queen h5, knight takes e4, f5, knight e5. Such a confusing position. d5, rook d1, d8, rook d5. I have disconnected pawns. I have a very nice pawn structure with e5 and stuff. But generally, it feels like he's always outplaying me, one way or another. So, g takes, knight takes, g5, hg, knight g5. Magnus is definitely very good in the ending. So, don't know. Rook d5, can I play that? Or will he take that pawn? Take. King e2, king e7, takes, rook d3, takes. Yeah, I'm quite confused here. Do I take on d8? Do I play rook d5? Rook d5, cd, rook d8. Rook d5 now. What does that do exactly? Don't even know. You can take rook d3, knight e7, maybe. I have knight g5 and knight e6. Check. King somewhere, knight e6. Knight e6 or d6? d6 wins, right? cd, rook d6. Rook takes, e takes. Yeah, and then queen. Yeah. First win. Probably the only win in the match. Maybe. But at least I won a game. Go for the 5th game. Copy, paste. Yeah, that was definitely a confusing game. But I think I got a slight advantage of the opening using a Anish Giri's move. Yeah, so our friend Anish Giri is very good in the openings. So everyone should definitely check out his chessable courses. Definitely. Did I click the right link? I guess I did. The 5th game. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely excited to be part of the Chess 24 Banter series. Again, it's the first year that I played Banter Blitz. Also, it's the first year I've really been playing on Chess 24. So definitely didn't expect to be in the finals. But now that I'm here, I'm very pleased. Yeah, I look at this a little bit in the morning. But if it take and then d5 or bishop e7. We're basically playing the Sicilian Rosolimo, bishop d5, e6 castle. But black is a tempo down. Normally my rook would be already on e8 and stuff. But hopefully it's still playable. Maybe after 80 I should have played bishop e7. Maybe. Start to keep the bishop pair. Now he can play bishop h7, king h8, knight d5, bishop e4, and then b4. And white looks a little bit better there. Yeah, so he's going for that, obviously. b4, can I play knight a6? b5, knight c7, a4, rook b8. That doesn't look so bad for me, does it? I could also... No, because if I took on b4, a b4, he'd have a very quick bishop a3. And then attacking my heavy pieces on the dark squares. And you don't want that to ever happen. He's got the bishop pair, so my dark squares could become a bit vulnerable in the near future. Yeah, f5, bishop f3, yeah. f5 looks very tempting. f5, bishop f3, and then bishop b7. I have some space advantage on the center. But my knight on c7 is currently a little bit passive. If I could transfer him to g5, maybe knight e6, knight g5. Knight e6, queen c3, yeah? That's his idea. f5, bishop f3, bishop b7, maybe. Go for that. Just to gain a tempo, attacking his light squirt bishop. Bishop f3 now is what I expect. Or this. Queen c3, yes. Let's trade off that annoying dark square bishop. So he's going to play f4. Oh, d4. Yeah, I just totally missed that move. Too much talking. Yeah, d4 is very strong actually. Now his dark squares are dark squared bishop. Very powerful. White has a nice advantage. Rook a d1, rook f e1. Horrible position. Okay, what now? Play king h7. I'm trying to play f4, exchange queens, and head off to a slightly worse endgame. But I definitely misplayed the position. I totally missed d4. That was a very strong move. But I should have played some knight e6 instead of this. But maybe I'm not lost yet. Because my knight on c5 is still relatively solid at the moment. He can play bishop a3, maybe. Rook c7, rook d5, or rook d5. What was the idea after f4? a5, something? a5, push his pawn to a6. That would be annoying. Or this one would work too. Rook f5, if rook d6, maybe I should play rook f6, trade off to the rook ending. Yeah, I think I'm solving my problems a little bit, step by step. Hopefully. But white is still better because his bishop is very strong in general. Okay, and also I'm lacking any concrete plans. Like I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Rook d5, king f5. That makes sense. Oh wait, did I just hang my f4 pawn or do I have knight d3? Rook f4, knight d3, rook g4. So I guess he's going for the extra pawn. Yeah, not exactly what I want, but if I can get a 3 versus 2 endgame, should be objectively drawn. Rook a1. Okay. His rook's very passive, yeah? Because I could play like a6. And if he wants rook b1, a5. He can play rook b1. Or he just go for the... he's got rook b4. Shoot. Totally forgot about that move. Yeah. So I just totally forgot about rook b4. h4. I should play g5, I think. Yeah, I'm just misplaying this so badly. Yeah, I don't know. I just keep losing this simple rook endings. Yeah, now it's lost. Six, king. Yeah, king's cut off. Yeah, g6, shoot. Okay, it's lost, so I'll just take that and second break. Very well, obviously. Not exactly what I had in mind to begin with, 2 losses, but it happened. Wait, refresh. Okay, just wait for him. Yeah, I don't really know what I could have done better to improve the start of the match. I mean, obviously, first game was crucial, but yeah, it's hard to say. Magnus is a very strong chess player, obviously, and in Blitz, many things can happen in the span of a few seconds. So, don't even know why I lost that last game. Just got into a slightly worse endgame, and then just was very hard to defend. I'm pretty sure that endgame was a draw. Maybe when he played rook a1 instead of playing rook c5, maybe I should just play rook b4 and then h5. Just put my rook on b4 and then play h5, something like that. King f6, g5. It's hard to imagine black could lose that rook ending. Yeah, h5, rook b4, h4, then king f6, g5. But when he played rook b4 in the end, my rook was stuck on a6. That was already borderline dangerous. Yeah, he plays the Caro-Kann. Not exactly what I expected. So what should I do? I'll play the advance. Should I play something else? I'll play the advance. Knight f3. Just play normal stuff. Knight f3, bishop e2. Like what I did against him. So he plays c5 here. Yeah. Like e7 and c5. It's a very solid line for black. And objectively, black is fine in theoretically speaking. This knight e7 and c5. So that's what I expect he'll go for. But no, he played h6. Yeah, is he going to play c5 next move? Maybe. Start with knight d2. Knight b3. Yeah, I could play knight b3, or I also could have gone c3 and stuff. Let's play a4 to gain space with a5. Yeah, he'll plant the knight on c4. Get some compensation for it if he decided to take the pawn. Knight c4. Bishop d3. He can't take on d3 because obviously cd3. So now there's a question on where he's gonna move the bishop. Yeah. Bishop f5, obviously a5. His knight on c4 is very suspicious looking, but he wants to play knight f8 and knight e6. Yeah. e6, f e6, rook e1, knight f8. Looks like very good compensation for white. Somehow I really want to trap the knight on c4. Maybe I'll play for compensation. Rook e1. Oh, he'll play e5 maybe. E5 I have d e5. So either he's gonna have to play knight f8 or something else. Knight f8 I have knight c5 with extremely good compensation. So maybe he's just gonna castle. Or this. King f7. Interesting. I would never have imagined king f7 is playable in a million years. Just shows you how good Magnus is. He'll find moves which you never imagine are possible in a million years. So his knight on c4 is very suspicious looking. So if queen c8, there's got to be something good for me there. Yeah, he's finding all the expected moves. d3, knight d6, knight e5, king g8, knight d7. He's got knight e4. So that was his plan all along. Okay. You gotta play fast and strong. And do both. King g8, knight 7, knight e4. Let's play what do I play? Bishop f4. Activating bishop. Bishop f4 looks like a mistake, but then didn't really know what else. g5 now, maybe. Yeah. Knight d6. White has good compensation, I think, objectively. But knight d6 is very difficult to break down. Knight d6, yeah, takes, knight d5. Just play for compensation. e6 not possible. King g7, queen h5. Okay, king g7, what do I do? Queen h5. Queen e8. Oh, he's playing for background tricks. Man. Playing for nice background things. He sees everything. Do they have anything tricks here? Guess not. Aha! Yes! Managed to find the one move trick. Literally the only way that can win the position. Yeah, see, that's one thing I'm good at, finding all these one move tricks. Which, but Magnus sees deep tricks, and I see the one move tricks. So, that was a lot. Yeah, so come on, he's up one game. Let's see another f3 or e4 king e2. Nope. Gonna play the English. If he prepared it, maybe. What's my backup choice here? c5, g3. Okay, e5, e3. I'll play knight c6. Let's see what he's got prepared. He can play queen b3. That's one move. He can play g4, which is not a very good move, but Magnus has played that before. But queen b3 is one move here to prevent d5. Or I can play a3. Then we get into this can position, which is of course playable. Yeah, I think I should have checked this a6 line deeper than I should. This e3 line deeper than I should have. Didn't really pay that much attention to e3 because you think e3 is a sideline. You think, okay, nothing serious. But Magnus actually has a lot of experience with this English e3, and I'm sure he's been shown a few ideas by his seconds in these lines. So can be dangerous because sometimes being well prepared on the sidelines is much better than playing the main lines with little preparation. Okay, I'm supposed to take here. Is white better here? d3. What do I do? Queen e7, castle, a5. Do I play a5? b3, rook e8. I guess I play a5. I'm really surprised why he played bishop d2. I thought he can just go b4. I don't really know much about this game. A4. The pawn could be weak, could get vulnerable on a4 later on, so that's a double-edged decision right there. Maybe I shouldn't have played a4. Yeah, what's he doing? Guess he wants h5, h6 somewhere. King h8, h5. Maybe I could play e4 one day. Or just try to trade queens with queen e6. I'm surprised with the way Magnus has been playing this position. I thought he could just castle and play e4. Maybe enjoy a slightly better position. But he's got other ideas, clearly. Play bishop d2, bishop c3, and then h4, h5 is not what I expected. Does he have... No, he doesn't have any tricks here. So I want to play b5 next move, try to support my pawn on a4, try to stabilize my queen side. So b5 he had rook e4, yeah, and then he has some d4 ideas. I think objectively black should be alright here. Yeah, his rook is a tiny bit misplaced, right? Rook h4. Okay, rook g4, f5. Can I play c5 to gain some space on the queen side? c5, knight c6. That doesn't look to be so bad. Okay. Oh, he wants to attack my f5 pawn. It's not a big deal. I can just play rook f8. Wow. Okay. f4, knight f5. Is there? Knight f5. Okay, castle long now. Yeah, again, sorry I'm not talking as much as I should, but the games are very difficult. So castle, which is, I think, the only sane move in my view. Yeah, play castle. I could play knight d4, I could play rook a d8. Question is which one? I play knight d4, blockade the d file. If rook a d8, he could have some tricks there possibly. Well, here he's got tricks also. Knight e2, king b1, knight g1, rook d7. And he's checkmating me. Is he? Probably. Maybe. I'll go for it. My only chance. Rook d7, I take the pawn. Play knight e2. Rook c7. Knight c3. Man, this game is chaotic. Maybe I could have played bishop d8, just maybe, I don't know. Bishop d8 instead of knight e2. c5. Okay. King d3. f6, shoot. Totally missed that move also. Yeah, and he's just gonna win the rook ending again. Rook takes b5. Check. King b4. f2, rook f5. Okay. Oh, he can take? No, he can take. He can't take my rook. So he's gonna have to play rook f3. h5. h5. King c3. g7. Rook a6. Yeah, he'll probably just win this rook ending again. Super easily without a fuss. Okay, give a check. b4. Hopefully I'm not dead lost. I'm just lost. Check again. Draw, yes. Triple repetition. Thank you very much. You just blundered repetition there. But yeah, defending rook endings are very tough. I think I've lost 3 games today from 2 or 3 games from slightly worse rook endings. Definitely gotta watch out for that English. Yeah, so he's been switching openings every time with the black pieces. So yeah, so makes it very difficult to see what he's going to play. This line knight d4 is supposed to be risky for black, but finish. Queen f3. Yeah, but I think this line has been played in a few correspondence games also, and it's supposed. I thought at first they thought it was worse for black, but then later they found out it's not so bad for black, and he's only slightly worse, and so now they're playing it again. EF, Queen E2 or Queen H5. Is it Queen H5? I don't remember exactly. I'll do it anyway. There's not really too much time to think in a blitz game. But I think white could play Queen E4 there, Knight H7, snatch a pawn. But if I remember correctly, this is also a line here. Queen H5, Queen E2, Knight E6, takes B3. And white wants to say that black's kingside pawns are, or black's kingside in general, is not very safe. It's not very solid in general. So bishop b2. If I want to castle long, obviously. King f7. That's very interesting. I thought he would go bishop e7 and castle quickly, short. But with king f7, the idea with d4 becomes more tempting. But yeah, as I said a few minutes ago, Magnus is clearly a genius in chess, yeah? So with normal players, you'd expect to see bishop e7 followed by castling short. But with Magnus, he plays king f7, defending all the crucial pawns on the center. So knight e4, bishop e7. Can I play d4? cd4, rook d4, queen a5, probably, or probably not. d4, cd4, rook d4, queen c7. I'll play rook e1, maybe. Try to trick him again with my infamous one move tricks. 3. I'm threatening c4, right? Or d4, something like that. c4, queen d7. But I'm turning d4. If queen could be out of place. cd4, rook d4, queen f5. I have knight g3 there. Queen f5, knight g3, right? Queen g5, f4, queen g4. That looks... Hello there! That looks so bad for I don't know. Okay, queen g5. I could play f4 or king b1. Both look tempting. I think I'll play safe. I was thinking I'd go first f4, queen g4, queen e3. But that doesn't look as clear as it should be. So I think I'll just play safe. Bishop d5, I have c4, e5, I have f4, and queen c4, check. Okay, so he's gonna play, he has to play e5 here, right? Then I play queen c4 and f4. Hopefully that's gonna be a... Oh, also e5, I have bishop c1. Yeah, bishop c1 is far simpler, just winning the queen. So he's in deep trouble here. Oh, yeah, play queen e5. But I thought I have rook e4, just totally obliterating his e5. Or not. I missed that queen b5 move. He's so resourceful, it's annoying. So freaking resourceful. Yeah. Okay, maybe I should double his pawns. But maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, how could I miss queen b5? Okay, I'll take whatever. Rook e8. Rook. Sure. Yeah, I think I'll play bd8 somewhere. Okay. Bishop d8. Yeah, he's escaping here. I should have found a knockout blow somewhere. Clearly didn't. Nah, now I can play f5, make a draw. It's annoying. Yeah, draw. Freak, that was annoying. Yeah, so if queen e5, maybe I should have just taken on e5, fe5, rook d2, and then very good winning chances. But yeah, queen b5 was an excellent move after rook e4, just super resourceful. Yeah, draw, right? Ultra resourceful defense by Magnus. King 3. Don't know. Yeah, draw. Nice. Very nice defense by black there. That was a missed opportunity, and probably one of my few opportunities, or very few. So now he's gonna play c4 again. And I play the English with e3. Yeah, I think Magnus has definitely been getting good positions with the English, better than what he got from f3, king f2. Yeah. So if he plays c4, I probably should play something else. Let's play c5. The symmetrical English. Let's see what he's got there. He'll probably play some Levon Aronian stuff with d3, queen d2, f4. Or not. Yeah, this one too. Very good. What did I play here? With h6 or something? Maybe h6, d4. That could be the line there. I don't know who gets the advantage from having h4 and h6 included. On one hand, I have the square g5 defended, but on the other hand, he's got some attacking ideas with h5. So yeah, definitely having the time advantage in the opening. If you see his clock, he's behind half a minute. Not that it matters that much. But later on, my time always catches up, and then he just rushes me. So cd5, I'm going to take with the knight. You can see this position with from another variation without the moves h4 and h6. In fact, I had a game like this, but with the pawns on h2 and h7 against Le Quang Lim, I believe, in the World Cup 2015. But now, I don't know. I take d5, ed5. Bishop d2. Oh, okay, so that's one difference, because I can't take on d4 twice now, because h6 is hanging. So that's definitely one difference there. Yeah. So I play knight e7. I probably should complicate these things a bit, yeah, even because I'm down a point in the match. As expected. What? So we can play either queen b3 now or d5. Or maybe not d5. d5 I just take with the pawn. So we probably should play queen b3. I'm definitely pleased with the opening choice here. I'm getting positions I'm liking better than what I'm getting from c4, e5 in the first move. Okay, bishop f4, preventing rook b8 stuff. That's a good move, bishop f4. That's a very nice move. Because if not, I was going to play bishop d7 and rook b8, but he's preventing me from doing that stuff. Can I play g5 here? Or should I play just normally with queen b6, rook b8? Should I play g5? I think I'll just play the same way of playing queen b6, bishop d7. But maybe he should play queen b3 here. Yeah, it's expected. Queen b3. It's a nice move. bd7. I really want to develop my light squared bishop. Bishop d7 is possibly not the best move objectively, because in fact, it's not a good move at all. Just totally forgot he could take first instead. Shoot. I should have played G5. Yeah. Yeah, Queen B6 and Bishop D7 were terrible. That won't work. Those kinds of move won't work. Rook D2, Rook D8. Yeah, I'm just a pawn down. That was I don't know if Magnus ever celebrates, but he's probably celebrating right now with match victory in sight. But I think he's won too many tournaments this year, so I don't even know if the guy celebrates his victories because he just wins every month. Okay, B3, Bishop B5, Knight C3, Bishop A6. Let's have some G4 there. He got G4. Okay, just Bishop E5. I was gonna say if he had G4 there, that would be GG. GG right there. Okay, let me think. Is there any chance here? F6, Bishop F4, Knight D4, Rook D4, E5, Rook A4. That won't work. G5, HG, HG, Bishop C1. No, that won't work either. Nothing works. Bishop C1, D4, Bishop A3, we'll have Rook C7 at least. I'm still breeding. Yeah, 5. Oh wait, I have Knight C2. Maybe I should have played that instead. I'm misplaying it again. F4. Okay, King H2. Rook C7. Yeah, so hard to play. So I'm not talking as much as I should, maybe. Knight C3, I have B4. Okay. Gives up the guy. He wants a blockade somewhere. Oh, he's got Bishop E5. Very nice move, my man. 98. Shoot. Draw. Oh, freak. He's got Knight E6. Come on. That's not fair. Knight C6. Shoot. Shoot. Okay. So bad, yeah. So bad. Yeah, that's a match right there. Freak. Yeah, good match. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Wesley.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, congratulations to Magnus for playing wonderfully today. And for winning it after King F2, of course. So yeah, congratulations. Well done. And yeah, thank you to all who followed. I was very pleased to be in the finals of the Banter Blitz. It's too bad I couldn't have put up a better fight, but it's very hard with so little time. But thank you, David, and thank you to all Chess 24. Glad to be back.
Thanks a lot, Wesley. Really, your stream was wonderful. You're a very kind gentleman, really. I love it. And I think the two first games was very important for the match, and because you have very good chance in maybe in both games, right?
Yeah. I think the first game was really very important because he played F3 in King F2. And if you lose a game against F3 in King F2, it's just very psychologically draining. And yeah, I think I was doing well in certain parts of the game, making all these one move wonders, one move tricks. But in the end game portion of the game, he's just so much better, outplaying me in all these rook endings and stuff. And also in the last game, the position wasn't clear, even 10 moves before I resigned. But he's very resourceful, finds all the tricky moves. But yeah, hopefully I play better next time.
Okay, thank you very much, Wesley. I hope to see you a lot, really, in Chess 24. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, we wanted to do a historical top 50 of chess players of sort of all time, and to do that, we are using the statistics by Jeff Sonax, who has created a site called Chess Metrics. We've gotten some help from Frank Hofmeister, who is a well-renowned chess historian, but then we have still kind of added our own touch. And it's always going to be subjective, and there's no correct answer.
I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you agree with every single ranking, because usually when you publish lists, what could go wrong? Who would disagree with anything? But yeah, it's been fun, and I hope you like it.